Okay, so how do you manifest money without having to work for it? How do you manifest money without having to work for it? Or without having to start a business, or just having to do something in order to earn money? So, in other words, how do you manifest money out of thin air? How do you manifest money out of the blue? So, if you had to meet me the first time and I never knew about the law of assumption, and you tell me, yo, Gabriel, you know what? The law of assumption is freaking powerful. You can actually have anything you want. And I'm like, really? And you're like, yeah. And you like go on and you're like, listen, all you have to do is just accept that you already have it. I'm like, seriously, bro? You're like, yeah. And you go on, you say, listen, if you want to manifest money out of thin air, out of the blue, you just have to accept that that's your new norm. And I'm like, what? You're like, yeah, bro. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. So check this out. 2 days ago, I woke up and I was inspired to actually do a video on manifest money out of thin air and out of the blue. For some of you guys that are subscribed to our other channel, my wife and I, Endless Bliss with Gabriel and Kylie, we did a challenge a few months ago, and it was titled Manifest Money Out of Thin Air. And we actually had well over 1,000 success stories of people manifesting large sums of money from all over the world. You know, South Africa, Canada, the States, UK, I mean, all over the world. We've got so many success stories. And we're still getting success stories, right? That's how successful that video was. It was just freaking incredible. And so 2 days ago, I woke up and I was inspired to actually do another one. But this one is slightly different. And this one is you accepting that you are getting paid to exist. So just by you actually existing, you are getting paid. So in other words, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to do anything. You are only getting paid to exist. So I was like, nah, that's awesome. And now as I'm in bed, laying in bed, I'm like, okay, so how am I going to actually break this down to you guys? And I was like, okay, well, you just have to accept that, okay, I accept that I get paid to exist. I accept that I get paid to exist and that I always receive money out of thin air. I accept. So now I'm in bed, right? And I'm saying this over and over until it kind of feels natural to me, or until it feels real, or until I feel satisfied, until I feel like, oh yeah, you know, this is actually feeling natural to me. It seems like real. So I'm repeating this. I accept that I get paid to exist and that I always receive money out of thin air. I accept that I get paid to exist and I always receive money out of thin air. So I'm repeating this for 1 minute, about 60 seconds, and afterwards I just get out of bed and I go and shower. And I come back, I look at my phone, and I received unexpected income, money out of thin air from nowhere. And it was like 16,000 Rand. So that's like $800. So I'm like, oh my word. And I'm like, you know, freaking out. And I'm like, I just did this, accepted this new reality that I get paid to exist and that I always receive money out of thin air. And it literally took like not even like a few minutes, and then boom, it manifested. And so I was like, okay, I want to share this with you guys. Now this is extremely powerful. The reason why it's so powerful is because you are now accepting a reality whereby you are getting paid to exist without having to do anything. You have to accept this new reality. Now, this new reality is your new norm. Now, what is your new norm? Your new norm is that you are now receiving money out of thin air, and most importantly, you are getting paid to exist. So you are getting paid to breathe. You are getting paid to live. You are getting paid to exist. You are getting paid just to chill and do nothing. That is your new norm. But now here's the thing, you have to accept it. How do you accept it? You just repeat after me right now. Repeat after me right now. I accept that I get paid to exist, and I always receive money out of thin air. Now I want you to repeat this statement until it feels real to you, until it feels natural. So we'll do it together, just for a few seconds. I accept that I get paid to exist, and I always receive money out of thin air. I accept that I get paid to exist, and I always receive money out of thin air. I accept that I get paid to exist, and I always receive money out of thin air. I accept that I get paid to exist, and I always receive money out of thin air. You see, the reason why I'm stopping now is because it feels natural to me. I'm like, yeah, of course, this is my new norm. So now what I need you to do is comment, I accept that I get paid to exist, and I always receive money out of thin air. Because when you comment it in the comments below, you are actually declaring that this is your new norm. So you're saying that, yes, Gabriel, this is my new norm, this is my new identity. So comment below, and I'll just respond and congratulate you on your new identity, your new self-concept, your new norm. Because yes, you getting paid to exist, and you always receive money out of thin air. Isn't it freaking awesome? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it lovely? Because you are special. You are the God of your reality. You're extremely powerful. You are infinite, and you're limitless. You are not just the body. The body is just a vehicle. You are the power that is animating the body. That spirit. Now that spirit is infinite and limitless. Now that means that you can be, do, have anything, no matter what it is. So do not second guess yourself, and also do not settle for less. You are getting paid to exist, and you always receive money out of thin air. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely wonderful. So comment below, and please share your success stories, because this one is absolutely powerful. This is going to prove to you that you don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to do anything, because your new norm is you are now getting paid to exist, and you always receive money out of thin air. Yes, that's your new name. This is your new norm. This is your new identity. This is your new self-image. This is your new reality and your new life. Congratulations.